Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is Antonio. I appreciate all the support, guys. Seriously, all the support throughout all of my videos has just been outstanding. I really do appreciate it. Definitely looking forward to getting some more cleats for you guys, some more reviews for you guys. So let me know in the comment section below what cleats I should review next. I just want to do a monthly update on these Tekela New Balances. They're New Balances laceless cleats, and they're outstanding cleats. I love them to death. I've been wearing them so much, and literally I've been cleaning them non-stop so that they stay shiny white. They definitely do yellow, so I definitely encourage you guys to get like a toothbrush and some dish detergent or some type of detergent so that you can clean out the sock area. You guys can definitely tell that they do have brown and yellowing, but it's not too bad. I've been really consistent about keeping them clean. I don't wear them on turf because I don't want any turf stains to happen, just like my Predators. They have a ton of turf stains, so I'm only going to be wearing these on grass. But enough of me talking. Let me just tell you guys my final thoughts on these cleats now that I've worn them for almost like a month and a half. So I'm super excited for this video, guys. I hope you guys are too. Since these guys are laceless, you definitely need a shoehorn. They don't come with a shoehorn, so definitely buy one on the side. Talked about this earlier in my review. Make sure to check out the cards up above to check out my first impressions video on these cleats. But getting them on is definitely extremely tricky. I don't have fun putting these on, and that's kind of why I've had this review kind of postponed, because I just have been having a hard time just putting on the cleats, and then that kind of just discourages me when I'm out here trying to get some quick touches and stuff, because it's just so difficult to throw these on. As you guys can already see, I'm already having some difficulties. It's not fun. These are tough. I did get these in my regular 7.5, so that's awesome. And they feel great, they fit great. As you guys can also tell, I'm not wearing grip socks, just wearing my normal Adidas socks, so that's awesome. But they are hard to shimmy on, and it just makes it so difficult to enjoy them sometimes when I just want to run quick. Now, I've worn them a ton, and they still haven't loosened up any bit on this tongue area. You guys can see how tight that tongue area is, and it's just absurd sometimes. I'm always like, okay, we got them on. I'm not gonna throw them off at any point throughout my session because they're so tricky to throw on already that I don't want to go through this pain again. Alrighty guys, I just got done doing the speed ladders here. Boom, 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 there we are. And they felt so good. I love doing the ladder drills just because it gives you a good idea of what stability feels like, how lockdown feels like, and a really high intensity kind of game-like feeling. I know a lot of you guys will definitely agree with me. Whenever you're doing ladders, that's really where you start feeling like any type of slippage, any type of blistering. And I'm telling you, these Tekelas don't give me any type of blistering or lockdown issues. I'm not wearing grip socks once again, so it's extremely, I don't know how many times I have to say it, but it's just outstanding that you don't have to wear grip socks and worry about what kind of socks you're wearing. Lockdown's just stellar. You're just super happy to have them on feet, and they feel like a pair of cleats with laces. And it's so neat that New Balance has been able to do that with this type of upper. I don't get any blisters either, which is so awesome. I don't really get blisters often with cleats, but I wouldn't anticipate you guys to get any blisters because the lockdown is just so sensational, and you don't feel sloppy like whenever you're wearing like a laceless Predator. Adidas, you gotta fix some stuff, but literally New Balance, keep doing your thing. All right, I'm gonna jump into some quick drills here for some footwork, and then give you guys some more thoughts on the cleats. Let's go. Juggling felt so good as well, guys. These are going to be a lot of top marks, guys. Just going to be completely transparent. Now, obviously, since they're laceless, the really cool thing is that there's no distractions on the upper at all, because it's not hitting off of any type of knots that you have in your laces. Just overall, just a smooth clean surface to touch the ball and get your touches in. So I love juggling these cleats. Now, the upper is really nice and plush, but it doesn't feel like a leather cleat. It definitely feels like I'm juggling in a vapor or something like that. The upper is really thin. It's not as thin as a vapor, but it is impressively thin. And you definitely get like a vapor kind of juggling sensation out of the cleats. Since obviously I've been messing around with a lot of leather cleats, it doesn't feel as nice and plush like a leather boot would give you, but I would anticipate that. It just kind of, you know, something that came up to mind since I've been reviewing the Champos and all that good stuff, since they have actual leather. But the other thing that I really like about the upper is that it's not extremely slippery. So that's really cool with juggling and everything. It doesn't feel like the ball is just like touching off of you and it's slipping off your foot. You do get a really nice consistent touch and nothing extremely like surprising, or you know, where you get like something that's super slippery and just sliding off your cleat. Like sometimes, for instance, like the Pumas that I reviewed, make sure to check that video up in the cards as well, but those felt a little bit slippery. So that was kind of something that came up to mind when I was like juggling or taking the ball from the air. But letting you guys know that this upper does a really good job with giving you a good sensation of the ball, as well as giving you a really good touch that doesn't feel like slippery and sloppy. Now, when you do lift your foot and stuff, you don't get any type of slippage, which is super cool about laceless. Like I mentioned, I gotta shout out Adidas, because whenever I tried their Predators, the laceless kind, they really felt sloppy when I was juggling, and my toe is still staying exactly where it would stay with like a laceless, so my foot doesn't slide around whenever I lift up my foot, which is a great feeling because I feel super confident that I'm locked in. It's so cool. All right, let me go ahead and do some dribbling for you guys, and then we'll do some shooting. So let's go. Whew. All right, footwork's feeling good. I'm sweating, I got my sweat on. And like I mentioned, you guys can definitely tell wherever you couldn't, but I promise that the touch is very clean on these cones. It just felt so good. Felt like just a really nice tactile feel, not too thick, not too like thin. And I just love the grip elements, like the little like dots that the cleats has, because I think it just helps a little bit with that texturing touch when you're dribbling past a cone. And even on this kind of like surface that's like extremely dry, I felt like I was very in control of the ball. I felt quick, and this sole plate definitely doesn't put you on your toes, but it's a very neutral sole plate. You guys probably could recall from my previous first impressions that they have circular studs and then these like chronicle like bladed studs. And I think it gives you a really good overall feeling on the grass. I haven't tried them on turf, so I assume they would be really good on turf because of the rounded studs and just the overall you know, stud pattern that they have. But it's super nice. Don't give me any hot spots under my foot, which is really nice, so I don't get any like crazy like pressure, especially with a dry ground like this. Sometimes your feet can hurt a lot, and or like a really thin astroturf that's barely like anything, you're almost playing on concrete. These would be a really good cleat to wear because I don't get any crazy stud pressure, and I'm able to push off and feel really comfortable while I'm pivoting through these cone drills. So that's super cool. Now obviously the sole plate doesn't put you on your toes or anything like a Carbitex would with the Adidas, but still super neutral, really nice, and I feel like they don't get in the way whatsoever. My feet do not hurt, so it's awesome. Now I'm gonna go to do some shooting drills. You can have my brother pass the ball. I'm gonna control it, bring it down, and take a couple shots for you guys and let you know how the shooting feels. So I'm excited to do that, and then we'll call it a full review, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts of the cleats. Let's go. Hey guys, my phone died, so I apologize, but we're back home. It was super scorching hot, so it's nice to be inside, you know, in the shade because it's been really hot. I'm not complaining though. I love the summer, so I'm super excited to be out there. But I wanted to close off the video by saying that I would definitely rate these New Balances really high marks. I literally give them 9 out of 10 in my personal opinion. For them being like laceless, you have no idea that they are literally laceless because of how nice the lockdown is. It's just incredible. And sorry, my allergies are getting so bad right now. But genuinely, it's incredible. These cleats are just outstanding. The stud pattern is super comfortable on your feet. You don't get any hot spots, which is so neat. The texture on the upper is just enough for it not to be like super aggressive or distracting. Since it doesn't have laces and you're juggling, there's no distraction with the laces like bumping off because it's just a smooth surface. Shooting feels super nice. If I had any other, seriously, any gripes, it would just be that since they're laceless, you have to get into like a mentality of kicking the ball like the same way you would with laces because of how those laces are gone. And laces for me personally always give me like a good contact zone. Like I know like, oh, my foot has to be here when I'm shooting the ball, when I'm passing. But without the laces, you kind of like feel like there's no real like indication of where your foot is, if that makes sense, on the ball. So you just get used to it. But other than that, I really love the lockdown. I love the stud pattern. I love the overall texture that the cleat gives you. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what New Balance brings up next. Let me know what you guys think of these cleats. If you have them, let us know in the comment section if you would get another pair. But I'm super excited to see what New Balance comes out with next because Adidas has it all wrong with their laceless cleats. In my personal opinion, they've been horrible. So I'm super excited that at least New Balance is really pushing it with these cleats, and they're outstanding. I love them. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.